Finding a commonplace is not the essential part of dating. Trying to find out how many things we have in common is not the end all be all. As a matter of fact, it's the most superficial part. No. You have to find out, what do they believe in? Because what do they believe in really matters, and who they believe in really matters. Because when times get rough, who do they turn to? What's their level of conviction? That's where it starts. Their belief system. Doesn't matter if they like seafood or not. It doesn't matter where do they frequent. It doesn't matter if we share the same birthday. It doesn't matter how many things we have in common. The thing that matters the most is who they believe in and what they believe in. Because when I'm in trouble, or the relationship is in trouble, who do they turn to? If it's an atheist, and you're trying to date the person and they tell you they're an atheist, and you continue to date that person, they have no level of conviction, because they have no level of belief in something that's higher than them. And so ultimately, they will believe that they are God, that they are the end all be all. And so when it's time to go out and do things that they want to do, there's no fear. There's no level of guilt. There's no level of accountability. You have to be careful at who you date and their level of beliefs. You can find anybody that shares the same birthday with you. You can find anybody that likes seafood. You can find anybody who likes to eat ice cream. But not everybody believes in the same God you believe in. In fact, when Pew did a research, they did a research, and 70% of the population are more concerned with the commonality, the same interests that people share, than they are beliefs. Just because we have things in common doesn't mean it makes common sense. Just because we have a few things in common doesn't mean that you're my soulmate. You have to be careful of who you date, because at the end of the day, when you're in trouble and the relationship is in trouble, and you have this thought process and that person has that thought process, and there's nothing in the middle, who do you turn to? You have to be careful. Is that person strong enough spiritually to pray for you when you're in your weakest condition? You have to be careful. Stop dummying down to the superficial. No. You have to first start with what they believe in. When you start with what they believe in, then you venture out. The last thing is you have to ask the question, do you have the tolerance? If they don't believe in your religion, do you have the tolerance to show them who God is? Yeah. And you have to be careful that they're just not mimicking your religious or your spirituality just to get in tune with you or just to get buy-in with you. That's why it's important from the beginning. What's your belief? What church? You go to church? You Jewish? You Muslim? What's your what's your? Oh yeah, what you believe? Oh yeah, I don't believe in God. Oh okay. All right, well have a great day. You have to get to the core, because you don't want to date. You don't want to date on the surface. You want to have an encounter with a person that you know that you're going somewhere with and that you're not being stagnant with, or they're not holding you up or wasting your time. Belief. Find out what they believe in. And then you find out if they like shrimp fried rice. Beliefs, number one.